Okay, look here. Previously the size of slash etc will be like this. Slash etc is the directory where all the configuration file will be there. Its size is 37 M. Okay, 37 megabytes. Okay, now I have compressed it. I have moved that compressed file into slash temp, where in slash temp, and the file name is slash etc.tar. Okay, so it is a single file right now. Previously it is a directory where we're having lot of configuration files. Okay, so its size is 37 M. After compressing, after tarring it, that means after archiving it, then the size will be reduced to 34 MB only, just 34 MB. Okay, just 3 MB was reduced, compressed. Okay, so but what tar will do is it will compress multiple number of files into a single file. So here slash it is having some multiple number of files, but that multiple number of files was compressed into a single file with the extension .tar. It's just like WinRAR, WinZip in Windows operating system. But this much compression, of course here it is in megabytes, but in real time it was in some terabytes and gigabytes. Okay, so it is not that much economical. So if I want to zip it, so that it will be much more compressed. So to zip it, what is the syntax we need to use? Just gzip the file name. So gzip it, simple gzip. And what's my file name is, you need to give the entire path slash, sorry again I'm making the same mistake, slash temp slash etc dot tar. So here only I want to take that backup. Okay, so I'm giving an example with a megabyte file only, so because I want to make it quick now, that's why I'm giving it's on a smaller size. Okay, but in real time it will be of big size. Okay, so now I have applied gzip on this tar file. So it will take some time. Really it will take in real time it will take some hours of time. So there are some backup servers, they will continuously monitoring this process. Okay, the on the back end of your server, the backing up will be done by using that automation process. Okay, so now it was zipped, whether check it whether it was zipped or not. Okay, by using ls-l. So I'm in temp directory. So look here, it was zipped. Okay, so etc .tar.gz. Okay, check the size of it. Du hyphen h etc. Now look here, the size was 9.5 M. So the original size of slash etc is, it's 37 megabytes. Now it was reduced to 9.m. So that's the advantage of compressing it. Okay, so that it was economical. Okay, first we will tar it. So why we need to apply tar is, it will archive multiple number of files into a single file. That is the advantage of tar. After that, that single file will be zipped or compressed to zipped into some size, reducible size. Okay, so that is the advantage of gzip. Gzip only applicable only on a single file only, whereas tar what will do is it will uh, archive multiple number of files into single file. Okay, now it was tarred and zipped, that means compressed finally. 9.5 37 megabyte, some multiple number of files in slash etc was archived and compressed into a single file with 9.5 M. Okay, now I want to move this to some other server. So now I want to move this into this server with the IP address. Look here, 192 dot, okay, 168.129. Okay, so I can do that by using rsync or scp. I am using scp because the size is very less. So my file, I need to give the source file, which file I want to send the temp slash temp slash, okay, etc tar.z. So to which server I want to set it, on which server, 192.168.61.129. So I want to send it to some location. I want to send it to root, suppose. Okay, I'm using scp. So scp, copy plus sh. Okay, I think there is something problem with my sh. Okay, now check it. I have securely copied my compressed file to this server, 192.168.61.129, and to this location. Now it was copied slash etc.tar.gz, and the file size was with this speed it was copied. It will take 0.06 second. 100% it was copied. Okay, uh, so every time no need to use scp. If you want to copy this file after taking the next backup, you can use rsync also. Now check whether it was copied to the next server or not. Okay, so go to the location cd slash root ls. Now it was here slash etc tar.z. Okay, if you want to more clear, look here, it was having some 9.7 MB. Now I want to untar it. Okay, so what I need to do is, okay, I have transferred it by using scp. Now I need to first I want to uncompress it. First I want to unzip it. Later I need to untar it. So first unzip it. So by using gunzip, that file name. So do that. Gunzip, g unzip, zip, sorry, gunzip. So the file name is, I'm in location slash root, that's why I'm not specifying that entire location, of course, but you are in some other location, you need to mention that entire entire path. So it was, so now it was unzipped. Check whether it was unzipped or not. So look here, previously it was etc.tar.gz. Now it is etc.target, and check the size also. By using du-h command, we can check the size. Now it was 34 M. Previously it was 9 point something, 9.7 MB. If you look here, okay. If you look here, previously this size is 9.7 M around. Okay, it is in bytes, of course. If you convert into megabytes, then it will be 9.7. Now after unzipping it, that previous size is restored, 34 M. Now it was unzipped. Now what I need to do is, I need to untar it. So the command is again tar -x. Previously it is cvf, now it is xvf, and the file name, look at it, it is archiving all the files. Previously it is a single file, .tar file is single file. Now that single file was again restored into multiple number of files. Okay, now check it. etc is a single file. Of course tar file is there and etc file is also there. Now check the size of that etc. It is 37 M. Okay, so that file was restored. So this is how we can restore it, how we can take the backup and how we can restore it. Okay, of course these two processes are different both are, taking backup is one process, restoring it is another process, but I have shown this combinedly. Okay, so always the backup, no need of restoring. If you want to restore it in case of data loss, then we need to restore it. Always restoring the old data is not needed in real time. So just I have given that both the cases here. Okay, how to tar it, how to zip it, how to untar it, how to gzip it. So of course this is the old method of taking the backup and restoring it. Nowadays everything is with automation tools, but again in automation tools, inside it will execute some script. Inside the script, these are the commands, tar command, zip command. Okay, all these commands will helpful. If you know that manually, if you want to do that, you can do that. Okay, if you want to take it automation by using automation, third party veritas backups, all those things, then that will help. So some other options are there. If you use tar, the options are C means create, V for verbose, F for file name. Okay, of course I said it is false, sorry, it is F for file name. So this one is important. T, what is T? So if you use tar-t, then it will list the contents. What I mean is, look here, I have compressed my /etc file. I'm sorry, it is etc folder is directory is here, etc. It is having some number of files. So look here, lot of files are there. Now I have compressed, tarred it into that entire file to temp. Here I am having my tar file. Okay, of course it was zipped also. Just unzip it, then it will become tar file. Look here, every time taking zipping, unzipping, it will take some time. So in real time taking backup is like it takes some hours of time. Okay, if it is a long file, sorry, large file. Now check, so /etc tar. If you want to see the contents of that etc.tar, it is a single file now, but inside it was archived. So by using ls you cannot see the contents. If you want to list the contents inside some directory, you can do that by using ls command, but it is not possible. So if you want to see the contents of a tarred file by using tar-t command, we can do that. Check it. I think you know in Windows, if you want to see the zip file, after opening it, if you double click it, it will open the contents. It will open a window. In that you will see all those contents. Okay, in the same way, if you use tar command, then it will show like that. Okay, what's the problem? It will take some time now. Okay, meanwhile we'll go with another. Okay, these are another some of the other options that are available with tar. Next, okay, so using tar, and we can take the backup of files in directory only. We cannot take the file size or directory size more than 80 GB. If you use tar, you cannot take the backup more than 80 GB size of file systems. So if you use cpio command, there is no limit for this command. You can take the backup using cpio command also. Okay, we take tar, we can take cpio, but if you use tar, we can take up to 80 GB files. If you want to go with more, then you can use cpio. Okay, so tar backup format is in archive format, that is in compressed state, but cpio there is no compression. I think you got my point. So it is if you use tar, the 80 GB file will be compressed to some 75 GB like that. If you use cpio, but that 80 GB will be same with 80 GB, no compression will be possible. So in both the times whole backup is further. Okay, there's a difference between cpio. Okay, and so how to do the take the backup is using cpio is like this: ls, that file name, which file you want to take the backup. Okay, but the advantage of cpio is you can take the any size of that one. Okay, cpio, and use some options and destination file. So the options are to list the files t. If you want to restore the files, is this one. If you want to take the backup, then this one. Okay, so for example, take this ls, list the file name, and cpio hyphen ov redirectional operator like this. Okay, slash opt root dot cpio, you must mention this format also. Okay, so practice this cpio command. Okay, if you want to restore it, just iv cpio iv. If you want to take the backup, ov cpio ov. Okay, and look the redirection operator also. It is copying. Redirection means it will redirect that backup file into this. Okay, this location, this path. Okay, if you want to restore it, look here, this file was restored to this one. Okay, so in which location it will do is where present working directory is, there it will restore it. Okay, like that you can do that with cpio. You can do the same with using dd, dd commanded. Okay, data duplicator. Okay, so but what is the difference between cpio tar is by using dd we can take the disk to disk backup directly. We can take backup from one disk to another disk. It copies data in byte to byte. It can take backup of disk including bad blacks also, whereas in cpio doesn't copy the data with bad blacks. Bad blocks means our every file was divided into some number of blocks. Bad blocks means that was corrupted blocks, or data that was corrupted. Okay, failed, copied. Okay, so that was not copied if you use cpio. If you use dd command, that will copy the bad blocks also. tar also do the same, it will copy the files with bad blocks also, but the size of the file that we take backup using tar is restricted, less than 80 GB. cpio, that is not unlimited. Okay, and how to do that one? dd is a very much useful. Okay, you can use dd in lot of ways. Okay, one example is this one. You can create a file with certain size, empty file with certain size. Okay, empty file without data in it, and but we can specify the data. You can use touch command. If you use touch command, the size of the new file, you can create an empty file, but the size will be 0 kilobytes, 0 bytes only. But if you use dd, it will create a file with some size. If you want to create a 2 GB file, you can use this command. In swap, I have explained this thing. Okay, uh, now if you want to take the backup from one disk to another disk, you can use this like this: dd if input. Okay, if means input file, that is from disk 1, output file disk 2. That means it will copy, it will take the backup from disk 1 to disk 2. Okay, this is like this is this syntax. Next, third one is we can take the backup of mbr. Mbr is a master boot record. It was located in the first sector of your first hard drive. Suppose consider it is /sda. Okay, so I want to take the backup of mbr. So mbr is always in occupies 512 bytes. You know that one, booting process. In booting process I have explained that one. So it is in first sector, so first 512 bytes are with mbr. So for that I am using dd command. Here I am taking the input file from /dev sda. Sda is the first hard drive. In that I need only 512, so that's why I'm giving count as 512, and block size is 1 means 1 byte, count is 512. So it will just copy the 512 bytes, first 512 bytes of STA, okay, into the output file is some location slash root mbr dot bak is some file format. I'm giving this file name like that, mbr dot file, okay. Like that you can take the backup of master boot record using dd command. Okay, why we need to take the mbr means sometimes booting will fail. In that case, if you want to take the backup, if you want to restore that mbr, you need to take the backup of that mbr into some location by using dd command only, that is possible. So it is the process of taking backup. How to restore that mbr into the system again? I have taken the backup to this location, so again dd command only, dd if this, okay, into the file where you want to take into another disk, hard disk, that is sdb. You will use the command like this, okay. Like how you can do take backup using dd commands. These are some of the examples, follow this, okay. You can create isomos file also using dd, okay. But generally dd command is helpful taking the backup from one disk to another, okay. These are there are a lot of useful ways you can use dd command, okay. All these tools are taking how to take backup, okay. These are some of the utilities that are available in linux, okay. You can have third party tools also, veritas backup, ibm tivoli, okay, like this also, but those are different, those are third party, you need to have some knowledge on those, okay. Those are automatic backups, okay. We can take the automatic, we can use dump command also, do some research on this dump command. I will give this information, follow it, okay. Okay, so I want to give one thing about dump command. What dump command will do is, by using dump command we can take the backup of the file systems only. If you use tar command or cpi command, we cannot take the backup of file systems, entire file systems. But if you use dump command, you can take the backup of entire file system, okay. But it is useful for taking file system only. So after taking backup, if you want to restore it, you can do that by using restore command, okay. That's it. Next, so generally in real time the backups are in three ways. One is full backup, so that means entire file system will be backed up. So if you want to take the backup, every time you need to take the entire thing. So suppose if it is 1 GB 1 GB 100 GB, let us consider 100 GB the file system size is, you take the backup. Next time if you want to take the backup, if it is 1 or 2 GB, again it will take 1 or 2 GB, total 1 or 2 GB, that is called full backup. Next, incremental backup. So what this incremental backup is, it will take the backup from the last full backup. Suppose previously it is 100 GB, the next day it will be 1 or 2 GB, it will take that 2 GB only backup, okay. That is called incremental backup. Cumulative or differential backup means it is just a backup from the last full backup, or cumulative backup, okay. uh, that means suppose if the backup is like sunday monday, every day we are taking the backup. On sunday if you take full backup, next monday incremental backup means it will take the backup of modification files that are on monday. Next tuesday again it will take monday tuesday files, on thursday on wednesday it will take monday tuesday, like that. Whereas differential backup will take on sunday we have taken 100 GB backup, on monday if it is 101 GB, it is take 101 GB, and tuesday if it is 102, it will take that 1 GB only, 1 GB backup only, like that it will be differential backup, okay. Next, this already I have explained. What are the dump devices? On which devices we will take the backup is tape drives. These are old things, you know, tape drives, just like there is some tape, okay. Tape, magnetic tape will be there, and to that we will take the backup. These are some of the old technology. Nowadays it is solid state disks are available, okay. If you insert the disk in your data center, that is called local disk. LUNs are called network disk. That means if you want to take the backup, the data center will be located in somewhere in some geographical location, that was connected through your network. Okay, through some media server, master server, you will connect your server to this these LANs. Okay, so and the background you will run that backup tool. Okay, just Veritas backup or something. There it will copy all the data to your LANs. So LANs are also like disk, but they are located far away from your, okay, your system. That means they are connected to through network. Okay, already I have explained tar and CPU difference. Tar is up to tar you can take the backup up to 80 GB, whereas CPU you can, there is no limit, but tar compress the data up to some extent, but whereas CPU that is not possible. Okay, so that's about backup.